Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Paramagurubhyo Namaha. Shri Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha. Now we are getting into 8th chapter of Ashtavakra Gita. In that, the first shloka reads as Tada bandho yada chittam kinchid vanchati shochati kinchin munchati grhnati kinchid drishyati kupyati. This verse is telling what are those things which has tied us to them, or what are those things we are attached to. What it says, if chitta desires something or chitta feels sorrow about something, or chitta accepts something or rejects something, or chitta becomes happy on something, or chitta gets angry on something, that is called the bondage. Bondage is when chitta desires something or chitta feels sorrow about something, or chitta accepts something or rejects something, or feel happy or feel angry about something. That is the bondage. All these above things, or each one of them, get us into bondage. What is special here is, Shloka did not say the attachment of bondage of mind to all these things, but it refers to chitta. When chitta binds to all these things, when chitta does all these things, there is a bondage. So it makes us to think a little deeper on that, because he is clearly mentioned when chitta gets into all these things, there is a bondage. The Gita, this shloka didn't say is mind, it says chitta. That needs little more deeper understanding of this shloka. We know the difference between the mind and chitta. I don't find any appropriate English word for chitta, so I want to use that chitta only. Shankara Bhagavad Pada, while mentioning Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chittani Naham, it's very clearly said, chitta is neither mind, manaso, buddhi, intellect, or ahankara, the ego. It is none of these three. It is different. It is chitta. That's it. I think while explaining Nirvana Shataka, there was a very long explanation on chitta. And Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, all these four is known as Anthakarana Chatushtaya. Anthakarana means which is active internally. Anthakarana. In that, third one is Chitta. This may be compared to a bank, so it may be easy to understand. Any living being, that too, a human being, when comes out of the mother's womb, it will have all past, we call samskaras, all the past impressions, I should say. What the best word is impressions, will be stored in the chitta. All the past impressions are stored in the chitta. It's like the bank begins its operation with its own capital. That is initial capital, what we call. These past impressions are Purva Samskara. I think that's a different subject altogether, and I will definitely speak about Purva Samskara on some other occasion. Moment the baby takes birth, its understanding everything around it is very less, and maybe may not be even, it should say nothing also. It may start crying when the baby feels hunger, or when it feels discomfort, physical discomfort. Then, whenever the baby is hungry, mother feeds it to her breastfeeding. Then the mind of that baby identifies the person who is feeding the baby. Then the second one, intellect, buddhi, it understands it as mother and sends that message, information to chitta. So chitta records it as the one who is giving breastfeeding the baby is the mother. That's how the baby identifies the mother. Whenever the baby sees the mother, it gets the information from chitta and knows it is, mind identifies it as mother. So, in other words, the mind has deposited the information of mother in chitta. So also, what all the baby goes on understanding around it, will be go on depositing in chitta as analyzed by the intellect buddhi. Similarly, whenever it requires, chitta sends back the message to mind to understand. It is like depositing our money in the bank and get back whenever we wanted. Withdraw it. The only difference here is in the bank, when we withdraw the money, that much of money will be reduced in our bank account. It is not so when we draw information from Chitta. We can go on drawing as many times as we want, and that still remains in Chitta. Once it is stored there, it remains there, and it only accumulates. And whatever we draw, it will not reduce. It goes on the whole life of the person. It goes on storing all the information in Chitta. We don't know what is its capacity of holding information. Though it is not infinite, it is very vast. That much is true. Very vast. What this shloka is telling is, this verse, all this desire, sorrow, acceptance, rejection, happiness, anger, all this is from Chitta. That's why it is bondage. That is the reason for bondage. So all these are deposited in the bank called Chitta. So all these are deposited in Chitta, and Chitta will express it. So that is the bondage. So as I mentioned before, even whenever it wants, mind takes it back from Chitta, whatever the information. But the information stored there in Chitta, like desire, sorrow, anger, happiness, everything remains in Chitta, and that causes the bondage. That becomes the cause for bondage. Tada bandho yada chittam kinchid vanchati shochati kinchin munchati grihnati kinchid drushyati kupyati. So it is not the mind. This is not the emotions of the mind as desire, happiness, etc., etc. Making us get bondage. It is the Chitta. All these are stored in Chitta. That is the cause of bondage. So this shloka very clearly tells that. So all these are the cause for bondage because that is in Chitta. He has mentioned very clearly Chitta. He needn't say Manasu. The shloka clearly says it's Chitta. So in this verse we understand what are the causes for the bondage. Loka samasta sukhina bhavantu. Samasta sanmangalani bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.